And hello, YouTube, and welcome back to another episode of The Zone TV Movie Entertainment with me, your host Jonathan, once again bringing you my thoughts and review for the brand new DCEU Cinematic Universe movie, Aquaman. That's right, and this movie is directed by James Wan. And we know who he is. He's the director of Conjuring, the first Saw, pretty much the king of horror, for this generation. So, I know we have the return of Jason Momoa is our very favorite aquatic superhero. So, Aquaman. So, how is this movie? It's very good. I really, really enjoyed this movie a lot. There were a lot of things in this movie that really, really worked. Like, the whole underwater stuff was, phenomenal. It kind of reminded me, the story was pretty simple. It kind of reminded me of Thor and, the whole battle with, how he had Loki. When he first, one brother wants to be king, the other one has to come overpower him. Pretty much the same thing. So you have Ocean Master, played by Patrick Wilson, also from the Conjuring universe, so that's another bonus. So his goal is to basically be the pure new king. He was born in Atlantis. His brother's half Atlantean because he was born from an inappropriate relationship, I guess, if you want to call it that, from his mother, played by Nicole Kidman, who, fell in love with his father, who's a human and a lighthouse keeper. So you got that kind of, Little Mermaid kind of story there. So then Aquaman returns home to basically challenge his brother for the throne. They duke it out, and you have to watch the rest of the movie to see what's going on. But what I do like about this movie is the way that they show Aquaman, how he, maneuvers underwater. He's basically Superman underwater, you know what I mean? He draws his power from the ocean or anything water, so he's basically indestructible, so at least that. So that was cool. We got to see Ocean Master, like I said, his brother, he, be a driven person. He's very proud to be an Atlantean, and he wants to be the one who has the crown. And, you do see that back and forth. So that was cool between him and his brother. Great, fight scenes here and there. What else? You have Mira, also, played by Amber Heard. I almost forgot about that. And she was great. She was fun. She's that kind of woman who's, you want by your side as a king. If you're a king, you kind of want her on your side because she's kind of a badass. She could defend herself, and she's actually awesome. So that worked. Willem Dafoe's in this movie also. He plays that teacher who supposedly helps Arthur, prepare himself to be ready so that way one day he could be king. He was good. He didn't have a lot of fight scenes, but, for a wise person, you get why. But he's actually really cool. And that was awesome. We got to see other characters in here. We got to see, some, the other 7 members of the, Atlantean team, I guess. Because Atlantis actually kind of split, so 7 sections. So we got to see all the other kings in this movie. Black Manta is also in this movie. And Black Manta, I think, was my favorite part of this movie. Because, if you know anything about the Aquaman comic book, he ends up being, his Joker. You know what I mean? Future member of the Injustice team or the Legion of Doom, whatever you want to call it. And it was just cool seeing him in this big screen for the first time. Same iconic costume that he always wears in the comics, so that was cool. The actor who plays him, I don't want to butcher his name. Yaya. I can't remember his last name, but he was great. I hope he comes back for the sequel, because it's Black Manta. He's gonna come back. So hopefully we do get a sequel. Hopefully a lot of people go see this movie. Like I said, the underwater stuff was really good. There were some moments in the movie I'm like, okay, come on, just come on, get to the point where I want to, the good stuff I want to see. There were a little 2 or 3 scenes that kind of drags, and it's like, okay, come on. But then when it does, it's like, yes, everything worked very well. A very long movie too. It kind of felt really, really. I think this could be the longest DC movie. Not exactly sure, but I gotta look into that. But anyway, I had a lot of fun with this movie. Everything worked that I wanted to see in Aquaman. Jason Momoa is a badass in this role. He's great. So I'm kind of glad he is Aquaman now. Everybody wanted him as Lobo. He would have been good in that role too, but I feel like he's perfect for Aquaman now. So, especially seeing this movie, he works. So go check out Aquaman. You're not gonna be disappointed. If you're a DC fan, give it a shot. Just give it a shot. Even if you had, you're done with the DC universe after what happens with the other movies. If you don't like them, but just give it a shot. You might enjoy it. So leave me a comment below. Let me know what you guys thought about it, and stay tuned for more. And also, don't forget, there's an after credit, so stay for the after credit. And thank you very much, and have a good day.